this is one of the really, this kind of activity had a big impact on teachers. I'm one of them, because it actually helped us face ourselves with our mistakes sometimes we get shocked, but definitely I learned a lot of that. I'm not going to also talk much about it because my friends, they are going to highlight the main parts of that activity. Okay, sorry, that was not again. And sometimes we had webinars together, whole group webinars, and at the end we had a final project where we had to actually integrate a lot of activities, and that was the final part of the program. We welcome any questions at the end of our presentation. Every one of my team members is going to talk about one of the most prominent features of that program. I hope you enjoy it, and now I'll leave you with Marwa.
I titled my show with memories and benefits about the course that I have taken, and I felt that it was very beneficial. So it was about listening and speaking, as you heard from May, and we start with the Skype sessions or the Skype meetings. This is Deborah, of course, my instructor, and I loved her smile, which encouraged me most of the time to continue and go on this course. And of course, she taught us a lot of important things which I didn't know before, for example, graphic organizers and mind maps, which were very useful, and we used them after this with my students in class. After this, guess what? What's this? Yes. And what does this dish have to do in this course? What do you think?
Well, I think in one of the Skype sessions we were asked to describe our favorite dish.
Yeah. Yes, correct. But unfortunately, I couldn't find the words to describe my favorite dish.
Yeah.
So I didn't find also any picture to describe it. So I lost that session because I didn't find the word to say what shall I do first and what can I have after this to make the vine leaves. So it was a very foolish one. But after this, after 2 years, I sent the picture and the recipe to Wanda Walker to tell her that I knew how to describe my favorite dish, and it was very memorable in this Skype session. The other picture is for me in one of the meetings in other organization, and it reminds me with one of the Skype sessions again, talks about veil and why was it prevented in France at that time. It was a topic to talk about freedom, and to not for my surprise, I found all the people around the world agreed on freedom. You are free to wear veil or not. One thing that you have to do is not to harm people. And so it was very relaxing me, because I find that I'm not the one who believe in this, but all the people all over the world believe this. One more thing I learned, very important thing, is to criticize myself, as our colleague said. To criticize, to find yourself transcribing your words, how to speak, and then to say what was wrong in your speaking in the audio journal. It was very important to find your mistakes by yourself. We don't do this here in Egypt much. And it is very useful to me that I learned how to criticize myself by myself. And then, yes, about the self-study log. I'm putting this to see what's the difference between the first week and the week 9, for example, and the comments of my instructor, and how I improved myself, or how I was developed. Because this is the important point, that you start with one point and take other steps to be better, of course. And these are the benefits. After this, I had a lot of benefits. Alhamdulillah. All of them. Yes, these are my pictures after having this course. I was having a training course, and I was very successful, alhamdulillah, with Amira. She is my friend in that course, TOT. And then I am a trainer now, and I feel that I am one of the trying people to be good. And with my students, of course, at school or in school, they are very interested in English. They love it, and they come in the summer holiday to practice activities more than any other branch of knowledge or any other section. Other benefits. To deal with other people in all countries through collaborative activities in EPALS, we have a page, or we have an account for me, for my students, to deal with others in all over the world. And I was chosen as a spotlight teacher. And this is a very important step to find a project and to be good among others in the other countries. I can't say it very well. And what else? These are the sites. Yeah, okay. These are the sites that I uploaded our work, me and my students on it. We have a channel on YouTube to present our work. Thank you very much.
My slides. An online teacher-student journey, because I'm taking you beyond my experience as a teacher. So I was like a learner in this course, and now I should take this experience to my classroom, to my students. So I'm going to explain how I use what I've learned in this course with my students. So we had Skype meetings in this course, and I decided to try it with my students. So we had interviews, online interviews. So the first thing, we had a lesson about South America, rainforests, and so on. So I invited a guest speaker to our classroom, a teacher from Argentina, a friend, and we had the interview. Students prepared the questions about her, about everything, and on top, of course, about Messi. So they asked about Messi and about the rainforest.